Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking today's DIVA'S report. Got real busy yesterday, and man, I didn't get my report done until late, and really wasn't nothing exciting went on. So let's see what we got today. All right, WWE is working on plans for a new season of Legends House, and WWE officials are, reportedly happy with the streaming numbers that Legend House has been doing, and may film the second season in Florida. The first season, by the way, was done in California like a year or so ago. WWE's Saturday Night Main Event episodes that was confirmed is going to be coming to the network and should be up sometime in July. And I'm not sure whether they're going to be taking a bunch of episodes of something down and then putting that on. I wish they'd leave everything up, but they ain't going to do that. We know the reason they won't is because there's going to be new people joining the network, and then they'll be able to bring whatever they take off. They'll have to bring that back and then satisfy everybody that didn't get to see it because they hadn't joined up the network in the beginning. I'd like to know how many are actually currently, subscribers. I don't know whether they should let that be known at the next time they do a quarterly, get together, I guess. All right, noted before, the WWE recently let go of their Executive Vice President of Programming, Matthew Singerman. He was involved in all the programming and scheduling decisions for the WWE Network. Word is that it was Vince's decision. I don't know. No reason why. WWE star Chavo Guerrero, I mentioned this the other day, had emergency surgery last week, and Chavo revealed on Twitter that he had an appendectomy. And he noted that he's back home and doing better now. I guess if he had about an appendix ready to explode. It's believed that the new season of Tough Enough now is going to be filmed at the Performance Center in Orlando, and the filming is going to be running 30 to 40 days. They'll probably do one right after the other, I would think. There's talk of limiting the participants to only the talent that's already under developmental contracts. So don't even try out for it unless you go down and try out at the Performance Center. And highspots.com, which has got a ton of DVDs if you're ever looking for some on certain people, is currently working on a documentary about the life of WWE Hall of Famer Harley Race. And the Extreme Rules pay-per-view had a sellout of 14,500 fans, with about 12,900 paid for the Izod Center in East Rutherford, New Jersey last Sunday. They announced it at 15,907. And that's probably because the people sneaked in. It must have been standing room only. All right, notably before old Sid Cara, he was in the top 10 sellers of merchandise at WWE Live Event. Cara being back at the top 10 could be kind of a fluke, as WWE ran on several successful events in Texas. And with that said, worth noting that even with the successful events near the border, Rey Mysterio didn't make the top 10 merchandise movers. He's going to be, I think he's getting ready to sign another contract, or he already has with WWE, but he's going to be more like a Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, doing PR work, probably whenever they do a tour down in Mexico and in the southern states. Don't know whether he's going to be able to wrestle anymore. I always feel bad about that when wrestlers actually get out there and give their all and hurt themselves to where they pay for it the rest of their life. I hate that. I thank them. I hate it. WWE has officially added Adam Rose to the roster page, and it's worth noting now that he hails from Bush of Clay, Bahamas. I don't know. I never heard of that place. Anyway, former WWE and TNA wrestler Trinity, Stephanie Finocchio, maybe that's her last name, anyway, Trinity, she has been focused on stunt work since leaving WWE back in 2007, and she's now competing in the Empire State Roller Derby League in New York. And you wouldn't believe what name she's using, this Trinity. And former diva Amy Weber. Oh, you wouldn't want to go for her last name. First name's Amy. Who has recently, she got released in 2005, has done film and music work since leaving wrestling. and is now working as a real estate agent in Southern California. On her brochure, she mentions her background is in acting, modeling, hosting, and doing ads for major companies. Doesn't say a thing about WWE, but that could come under the acting. All right, Wrestling Observer, I think I mentioned this the other day, that Sheamus and Sin Cara, they were involved in some sort of physical altercation. They never say they were in a fight. It's a physical altercation. That's like when you're late for school. You're tardy. You're never tardy anywhere else. You're only tardy at school. I don't understand. Well, anyway, they had a physical altercation backstage at the TV tapings. Only details that were available that Sin Cara supposedly got the best of Sheamus. And WWE US Champion responded on Twitter last night. Sheamus says, must be getting punchy. Don't remember being beat up by Sin Cara backstage. It's just how Mexicans and we Irish hug it out, fella. All right, Mick Foley, he was asked on the Roman show and about things, and he was asked who gives the hardest chair shots. He said, I'd have to say Undertaker. He said, the chair to the back literally brings numbness to your toes with the power of one of his chair shots. Boy, I'd hate to have been hit in the head. Of course, they don't do that anymore unless it's an accident. As best we could tell, WWE hasn't contacted any indie wrestlers from the March tryout camp at the Performance Center. So if you tried out down there, you didn't get a call. Nobody has. The camp included Kevin Steen, ACH, and Rocky Romero and Roderick Strong. Triple H recently paid big money for some old wrestling posters and memorabilia from collectors, and WWE who purchased some of the items from Charlie Thez, Lou Thesz's widow. People brought a little more on that. People brought merchandise for the Ultimate Warrior in the month of April more than anyone else, including John Cena did. And the internet merchandise numbers were Warrior first, followed by John Cena, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, the Wyatt family, and the Shield, Evolution, and then Hulk Hogan. Man, Hogan used to be number one constantly. And at live events, Cena's sales are so far ahead of everyone else that it's not even close, I guess. The latest bestsellers at the arenas have been Cena, Bryan, Orton, Warrior, Rob Van Dam, Brock Lesnar, Wyatt, Batista, and Sin Cara, who has broken to the number 9 spot. So I don't know what that's supposed to tell you. Now, I don't like Bray Wyatt. Bryan's shirt. I don't like the cartoon. It's just cartoonish, and it's just not a good looking shirt. I don't think. I would rather buy the shirt that is nice looking rather than just after one certain person. Daniel Bryan's don't like. I think some of the other ones are like cartoonish too. Let's get back to some pictures. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.